Okay, so today I just want to talk about why I think cactus farms are actually the best farms in Hypixel Skyblock because I definitely believe they are. I'm completely sold that they are the best because one, you don't have to do anything, and two, it you can just keep expanding it and you don't have to collect it yourself. You don't have to get like the cactus knife and just run through the whole farm. You can just make this as big as you want. Now, I am going to be comparing this to a netherwort farm because I do believe netherwort is probably what people believe to be the best farm right now, or sugarcane. Now, if this farm was like a little more efficient, I'm pretty sure you can make this a lot more efficient. Probably not, because for this farm specifically, all you have to really do when you put this on is move left or right, fall, go the other direction, and then once you reach the end, same thing, you just fall. So you can see there's a hole there. So I believe this is like probably the most efficient way to do this. This is 60 layers, by the way. Maybe a little more. I'll say 62 to 4. And once you're done with it can go down here after you drop from right here, the second to last layer, and you just finish off the last layer, and you just go on the teleport pad and just warp back up to the top. And same process again, you just start over. Now, this takes up time. It really does. And all you're doing is holding left and right. You have to pay attention still, because sometimes with this farm, you can get stuck or get messed up on the angle. So that can be a problem. And same thing if you have like a more traditional farm, you're gonna have to turn around. Like let's say you finish this, you're gonna have to turn around to the other side or turn around to the next layer. So that can be a problem because it takes extra time and your attention has to be focused on actually farming instead of doing whatever else. Now, cactus farms, on the other hand, you don't have to do anything. Sure, they are the most difficult farm to build because they take the most time, but the way I'm doing it, it's really not that difficult because the cactus already grows. You just wait it out for it to grow and just place the slabs down in the right spot. And once you're done with the slabs, you put the sand on top. And once you're done with sand, you put cactus on top. You wait for that cactus to grow and then repeat. Not that difficult. You can even take breaks in between like I am. But as you can see, this is all you have to do. For this layer, you just do that, place it, and it's not that slow. Because if you can be consistent with speed, then this farm will be done in no time. And even if you mess up, it's just a minor setback. You lose nothing. Maybe you lose like a few seconds, but it's not that bad. Because as you're building, the layers below you are gonna keep working and making money. So it's just that simple to build a cactus farm. And then once you're done with that, with this one, because when you start with the inner one, it's a bit more difficult because, well, you have to go in between the cactus. Whereas if you do something like this, then the first slab would probably be right here. Let me actually figure it out. So sand and we'll put 2 layers of cactus. Yeah, it'll be right here. And it'll be a lot easier because you can just go within this row, just place the slabs and call it a day. But it's not going to be like quick because this does take time. I'm not even done with mine yet. So don't expect it to take like maybe an hour because you're not going to get this done within an hour. You're probably going to get this done within a few days, or if you're dedicated enough, you can get it done in one day and just get it over with. For me, I'm trying to pace it out because I don't want to just sit here for like 4 or 5 hours at a time, take a short break, and then continue building. Because I have a life outside of this. I'm still a full-time student while doing this. So kind of hard for me to play all the time as much as I'd love to. But it's not really my choice right now. But this is how easy it is to make a cactus farm. The only difficult part is the first layer, but once you're done with that, everything else is just easy. You just wait for this to grow, place slabs, place sand, place cactus, wait for that layer to grow, do the same thing, and it's just rinse and repeat. And while you're doing that, everything in the bottom is just working for you. The whole time I was making those 2 rows complete, all these cactus are just waiting here because I I closed off the hoppers, but you can see how many drops I'm getting. So while you're making them, you're getting all of this. Your hoppers will pick it up. It'll auto smelt. In my case, it's not because I blocked it off, but you will be getting money because as it smelts, you'll get cactus green. And once the cactus green transfers over here, it'll just stay here. Of course, you don't get the XP, you don't get the collection, but let's be honest, you really need cactus collection. Like, you don't even get anything after enchanted cactus. So, really, you don't need cactus collection. The most you'll need is cactus collection 8 because you for sure need to have enchanted cactus as a recipe, or else you'll just be making enchanted cactus greens, which is not what you want. You want enchanted cactus because they're more compact. You can hold a lot more of them than cactus greens. And with this amount of storage, you're gonna get a lot of cactus. And depending on how fast this goes, which I'm not sure how fast it will officially be once it's complete, um, it's gonna be insane. But judging from how it is right now, I am planning to make this world hype. So based on how fast it is now, just imagine this. Imagine how fast this is now. As you can see, all these drops. Look at that. All these drops from just a few layers. I'm halfway done with this box. The box I currently have right now, I'm only halfway done with it. And this is how many cactus I'm getting. Too bad I'm blocking them off because I do not want to waste the coal. But this is a lot. Now imagine this, but like maybe 4 times more or 5 times more because this is not even close to half way done. Yeah, this is not even close to half the full island size. I'd say half is probably where I can start seeing the top without it having to be blurred out like that. Maybe like right here. So yeah, I'd say this is half. Because island from bottom to the top is pretty big. So cactus farms, you don't even have to do anything. You don't have to sit around for hours farming. You can literally do your own thing. And you can make this as big as you want. You can make it bigger than mine. You can make it smaller. But of course, bigger the better. So you'll overall, you will be making a lot more from Cactus than in any other farm because of how fast cactuses grow, and the amount of work you have to do is basically just a one-time thing. You do it once, you get the farm complete, you never have to do it again. And for how much effort it takes, I would say it's well worth it because compared to this, I'd say every run of this whole thing, 60 plus layers, takes about 20-30 minutes depending on my consistency. And you don't even make, I don't think you'll make 10 mil an hour with this kind of farm. But you will be able to make around 8, maybe with a more better setup you can reach 10 mil. But let's be honest, if you can do less work, then it'll be a lot better. Because apparently, with like a full island size thing, you can make upwards to maybe 50 mil, 40 to 50 mil a day just from letting your cactuses go. Like, if my farm, since that is the farthest you can go with it, if I can extend it that way, remove that part of the netherwort farm, and extend it all the way here, probably remove my base a little bit, then I'd probably be making around, I wouldn't say 50 because I still do want a base. I would say around maybe 25-ish, 25 to 30 mil a day from doing absolutely nothing. And how much does Necron's handle cost? A Necron's handle will cost lowest 839 mil. Let me whip out a calculator real quick. 839 mil divided by, I said about 30 mil. Within like 28 days, so not even a month, you'll be making one bill. About. You'll be making the same amount of money as you would with a Necron handle with no effort at all. You make this, you don't have to grind out dungeons, you don't really have to do anything as long as you have someone in your AFK pool, like an alt account or a friend. As long as someone is present on your island, this farm will work. So let's say you have your alt account here, you can go play dungeons. You can have a cactus farm. You can have someone AFK in your cactus farm. You can have yourself playing dungeons or slayers or whatever. Or even farming that. You can farm something else while cactuses like work on their own. So in a way, cactuses are the absolute best, but they require the most effort because you cannot tell me this does not look like it took a while. I would say I actually don't know how long it takes. I usually just watch something while I build this, and it passes by the time really fast. So there's that. So if you're looking into making a farm, I would definitely 100% recommend a cactus farm because the versatility you can have with this is insane. Like imagine my tarantulas as a tier 11. Imagine that plus a cactus farm of this size with how many drops it's already making, right? Yeah, imagine the drops I'm making times like 5, so 5 times faster and more. Plus tier 11 tarantulas, about 25 or 28 of them since I am going to be planning to max out tarantulas and fill up my minion slots with them. So imagine 28 tarantulas, tier 11, and a complete cactus farm. Just working. That's a lot of money per day without you really having to do anything but whip out an axe, break a chest, and place them back. That's the most work you'll ever do. If you have an AFK farm like this, you just break the chest, and once you're done collecting everything, you just place them back. That's all. So if you're looking into making a cactus farm, and you're not sure if you want to do it because it takes a lot of time, just do it. You're not going to regret it. The only thing that will cost you is the coal, but you don't have to do coal blocks like me. I just only did it just because I wanted to last longer. You can just use normal coal, because coal blocks, with how big the farm is right now, cost around 50 plus mil. So not everyone can afford that, especially if they're just going to dedicate it all to coal. So don't do that. If you don't want to, normal coal will work just fine. And you can even speed up the process using, where is it? Hyper furnaces. So I guess for now, I'll end it here. Hopefully this convinced some people to make a cactus farm, because I feel like cactuses are way underrated, and nether wart sugarcane is overrated. Cocoa beans is just there. Carrots is just there. So cactuses, very underrated crop, or just farm. So look into this. If you want to make it, go ahead and build it, and we'll see you next time.